Hello my friends, today we shall discuss about applications of capacitors. Before we start looking at the applications of a capacitor, let us define what is a capacitor. A capacitor is an electronic component that is capable of storing electrical charge. In electrical and electronic circuits, the capacitor is a very crucial component to store energy in the form of electrical charges. The capacitor works as an active component because it has the capacity to generate self-energy. It is mostly placed in batteries as an alternative storing component. There are various types of capacitors such as parallel plates capacitors, spherical capacitors, and cylindrical capacitors. Each capacitor has different roles and uses. Here are the 10 applications of capacitors. 1. The fundamental use of a capacitor is to store energy in the form of electricity. 2. The capacitor also works as a temporary battery that maintains the power supply while the power is cut off. 3. In domestic as well as commercial appliances like as batteries, fans, cameras, coolers, electronic chargers, LED lights, audio equipment, etc., the capacitor is needed. 4. Also, the capacitor is widely used in computers in cases of an emergency shutdown of the system. 5. In the power system, capacitor banks are widely used for regulating voltage and improving the quality of the power supply. 6. The capacitor includes AC to DC converters, for example, chargers. 7. In audio equipment and gadgets such as loudspeakers, microphones, woofers, tweeters, etc., capacitors are inbuilt to filter and manipulate signals. 8. Also, capacitors are used in electrical measuring equipment, for example, sensors. 9. This device is very useful for decoupling or smoothing the output voltage in the rectifier circuits. Especially, a smoothing capacitor is used. 10. In electronics and telecommunication devices such as television receivers, transmitter circuits, and radio. So far we have mentioned basic applications of capacitors in daily life. Thus, you should note that the fundamental role of the capacitor is to store electricity. As well as, the capacitor is used in tuning circuits, power conditioning systems, charge-coupled circuits, coupling and decoupling circuits, electronic noise filtering circuits, electronic gadgets, weapons, etc.